Gun Club VR is billed as the ultimate virtual weapon simulator from developers The Binary Mill. The game is target-based, which means there are no living targets, and being rated PEGI 7, it's a little more suitable for a younger audience. But don't think that this game's only for kids though. This game is awesome. It feels incredibly realistic as the weapons work as normal weapons would, including mags and realistic cocking mechanisms. And it's really cool, especially when you can up your speed and take down targets faster than John Wick. The game boasts an impressive 40 weapons in the categories of pistols, submachine guns, shotguns, assault rifles and sniper rifles. No SA-80 to be seen though, which I'm sure some lads will be happy about. The pistols work extremely well, and once you get upgrades like the laser dot sight, you can be basically unstoppable, boasting more headshots than DC's Deadshot. Unfortunately, the same can't be said for the other weapons. Anything single-handed is fine, but as soon as you try to use the other hand on the grip, the game goes bonkers, with your hands and the weapon drifting erratically all over the place. I'm not sure whether this is a PSVR problem or a problem with the game, but either way it's pretty annoying. You can use two-handed weapons with one hand, but that takes away so much of the game as it just doesn't feel as satisfying. The upgrade menu is huge, with plenty of items to add on, such as flashlights, suppressors, grenade launchers and so much more. The game isn't very good at giving instructions, however. It took me forever to figure out how to turn on the flashlight, meaning I was firing blind in the dark missions. There is a glimmer of a storyline, with characters, albeit unmemorable ones, telling you what to do. There are also different game modes. Each type of weapon has around 40 levels. However, the levels are all set in the same fairly small areas, making the game quite samey. They don't really throw in much in the way of variety, just the same enemies doing pretty much the same thing. There is a definite increase in difficulty towards the end, but that's it. Other game modes include Action, which replicates a kind of fire and move, Slideshow, which puts you in front of random targets, and a fun Zombies mode, where your headshots really do count. Most PSVR games are still quite small and limited, so I feel like I'm being a little bit harsh. As for a VR game, it's pretty big. And as I've mentioned, the real joy comes from the sheer amount of weapons you can try out, upgrade and master. It'll be interesting to see if they do any downloadable content in the future, adding some more weapons or upgrades. So the question is it worth the money? I'd say yeah. Although it can get a little repetitive in places, and some of the controls can be a bit off, it's still seriously fun. Probably a little too much fun, as I found myself staying up a little bit later than I should have. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got some targets to go and shoot.